And the only thing that you need to do in order to manifest this person. Hey y'all, it's Taj. Welcome back to the channel, and I'm back today with some more free tea. If you're new to this channel, we transmute energy and ascend. We talk about things like the law of attraction, the law of assumption, creating our dream realities, and simply being the best version of ourselves. So for today, I want to talk to you guys about a topic that I told myself I was not going to talk about, simply because there are so many videos out there on it, especially now in this time. Like, all I see on my news feed when it comes to YouTube is how to manifest your specific person, do this to manifest your specific person, this, that, and the other about your specific person. So I got a comment yesterday on a previous video that I posted, and basically the comment says, I'm just gonna read it to you. And I think she deleted the comment too. I don't know why, because I was so gonna respond to it, but she deleted the comment. So I just said, you know what? This is the perfect time for me to go ahead and speak on this topic and let it go. Because I feel like y'all are trying to manifest your specific person the wrong way, like incorrectly. Like, you ain't doing it right. You ain't doing it right. So anyway, let's go ahead and go to this comment. She says, in living in the end, is it like pretending? It's weird for me to pretend someone is living with you when at some point you realize he's not there. So basically she's saying when she's trying to manifest her specific person, because in my previous videos I speak about the law of assumption and manifesting by living in the end, at the end of your desire. So her thing is, how do you live in the end? What does that look like? Is it like pretending? And if so, I still feel like, what am I doing? It's weird manifesting my specific person, because it's like, okay, he's not here. That's the problem. Okay, that's the problem that I'm going to address when it comes to manifesting your specific person or anybody. And once again, it's about to rain, so I hope you guys can't hear the sound of the rain, and I hope it doesn't interfere with the video. But that's what I want to address, like the things that you guys are doing wrong when it comes to manifesting your specific person. And the only thing that you need to do in order to manifest this person. So I'm going to address those things now. Let's jump right in it. So first things first, you do not want to emotionally react to things that make you feel like you don't have your specific person. So for example, in the comment that one of my subscribers left, she said, it's weird for me to pretend like he's living here with me when at some point I realize he's not living here. Okay, wait, pause, time out. I do want to say though, you can still pretend that he lives with you, that he lives there. Girl, he just on a work trip right now. He's not there. He's on a work trip right now. Act as if, okay? So if you want to pretend like he lives there and you want to make that feel more easy, more effortless, like it's not fake because you're not seeing him, he's just on a work trip. Tell your brain whatever you need to tell your brain to make yourself feel better about the situation, and to make yourself really truly believe that you've already manifested your specific person, period. So if you want to pretend like he lives there, he's just on a work trip, he's just on a work trip. Continue. Okay, that's I feel like the problem that you guys are having with manifesting your specific person is that you're too focused on what's going on right now and the in-between. You want to go to the end. Figure out, create an imaginal scene in your mind, right, as to what the end would look like for you. So you and your specific person in the end, you're happily ever after. What does that look like? Are you wearing a wedding band? Do you want to be married? Not everybody wants to be married, but if you want to be married, visualize yourself wearing a wedding band. You can visualize the actual wedding day. You can visualize him proposing to you. Visualize, just create an imaginal scene of what it looks like, what your happily ever after looks like in the end with your specific person, and only persist in that imaginal scene, because what we imagine becomes reality. So where you guys are tripping up at is that you're too focused on the in-between. The in-between is none of your business. What's happening from this point until you get to your happily ever after is none of your business. Don't concern yourself with it at all. Once you focus on that imaginal act that you've created in your mind, and you really begin to assume the feeling of that wish fulfilled and start to persist there and only think there, then the universe is going to do what the universe is going to do to conspire and make all these things happen in order for this imaginal visualization to become your reality. So none of the in between is your business. I feel like that's where most people are tripping up at when it comes to not only manifesting your specific person, but manifesting in general. Like, that in between is not your business. It's always going to trip you up. Us trying to figure out, well, how, or how's this going to happen? Our brain starts to come up with all the reasons how it's not going to happen and all the reasons why it's not working. And we're going to start to go into this downward spiral into thinking like, okay, well, he's not actually here. So I feel crazy thinking, pretending like he's here. You're not pretending like your person is here with you now or living with you now. You have created this imaginal act of the end, your happily ever after, which is the end of the story, of your story. So you're going to just stay there at the end. Don't worry about the middle. When you live in the end, when you allow yourself to live in the end and persist in that end and revel in that happily ever after moment, you allow yourself to release attachment to time. You're able to let go of any time constraints that you've put on this on manifesting this specific person. You've released attachment, and basically you want to have the mindset that you're attached to nothing and no one, but connected to everything. When you're connected to everything, there is no disconnect, there is no separation outside of yourself. And so that's why that letting go of that in between, that middle part, is none of your business. Is always going to trip you up. So again, in order to manifest your specific person with ease, because I'm not saying that it can't be done, but in order to manifest your specific person with ease and for it to feel easy and feel effortless, you want to stay in that end part of that imaginal act that you've created. How does it feel? What does it look like at the end? Not now, not in the middle, not when we move in together, not when we go on our second date, not any of that. You're not worried about any of that. You're going to the end. What is the end result that you want? What does that look like for you and your specific person? Stay there. That is the key. Last thing, if you are in communication on and off with your specific person, and maybe what they're saying or their actions aren't aligning to this imaginal act that you've created in your mind. Let's say you've created that you guys are going to get married, but yet your specific person is dating someone else, or is saying to you right now, like, I can't be in a relationship right now, or I'm not ready to be in a relationship, I'm not ready to settle down. Whatever they're saying to you that doesn't align with this imaginal act that you've created for yourself, you're happily ever after with them, you want to also ignore that as well. Don't emotionally react to that. Don't allow what they're saying or what they're doing or what they're not doing in this moment keep you from staying in this happily ever after high vibrational energy of living in the end. Okay, you want to completely ignore that and reprogram, retrain, rewire your thoughts and recreate a scene that does align with everything that you've already created here in your imaginal act. So if your person is telling you that, oh, I don't want to be in a relationship right now, or I'm emotionally unavailable right now, you're just going to say, okay, that's fine. You're going to let it go. But in your mind, you're going to say, he doesn't mean that, or he does want to be in a relationship with me. He is emotionally available. Okay, so any thoughts that creep into your mind that don't align with your happily ever after imaginal act that you've created in your visualization, then rearrange and reprogram those thoughts to align that outcome, your happily ever after, the end. This is how you live in the end. This is how you manifest your specific person with ease. Because when you stay here in the end, everything else that's going on in between there, like I said, once you realize and understand that that's none of your business, and that you don't have to give any type of energy to what's going on now, especially if it's not aligning to your end result, then just ignore it. Don't pay it any attention. Don't emotionally react to it. Because when we emotionally react to things, it kind of deters us from seeing that light at the end of the tunnel. It deters us from that happily ever after, and it really starts to bring our vibration down. And when our vibration is brought down, our manifestations slow down. And so you're just getting yourself off path, off track, and you're slowing everything down. That's what we don't want to do. We want to manifest with ease, and we don't want to have ourselves on this emotional roller coaster of up and down. 1 minute thinking, oh, we're never going to be together, and the other minute you're thinking, oh, we're going to live happily ever after. Next second something happens, you're like, oh, we're not going to be together. That's what you don't want to do. You cannot be in this state of being energetically wobbly, as Abraham Hicks likes to say. You want to keep your vibrational stance very stable. Okay, you don't want to be wobbly within your energy. Your brain is going to believe whatever you tell it, and your thoughts create your reality. So whatever you tell yourself, whatever you think on repeat, is what will manifest in the 3D reality. So I want to give the example of the lemon. If you think about eating a lemon, your body is going to have the same responses and reactions, and your mouth will still water and do the lemon face, like whether you are actually eating the lemon or not. So again, your mind can't decipher between what's reality and what's not. So it's going to believe and create and manifest whatever you tell it. So be sure that you stay positive, that you, again, reroute any negative thoughts and beliefs, and make sure that everything you're thinking aligns to this happily ever after. And that is how you live in the end and manifest your specific person with ease. I hope this video was helpful for you. I know I kind of spoke rather quickly, so I hope it made sense. I hope I got all of my points out and across like I wanted to. So this is how you manifest your specific person with ease. You literally have to do one main thing, and that is, no matter what is going on in your reality, you want to stay and persist and assume the feeling of this wish fulfilled of your happily ever after that you've created for yourself. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. I post videos here weekly. Like the video, leave me a comment below to let me know if this helps you out at all, and I will see you guys next week in the next video. Peace.